Cigars on the Front Porch. I'm your host, Uncle Scotty. We are on episode number 47, and it's today we're going to be doing a good one. Well, they're all good. We're going to be doing the CAO Session. It's here. See if I can tilt that the other way. Okay. There we go. CAO Session. It is a double Robusto 5.2 by 54. It is a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper. The binder is a Dominican. The filler is Dominican Pilato. Hope I'm getting that right. Cubana. It is from Estelle, Nicaragua. It's full of flavor. It's medium body, cinnamon, earth, nuts, chocolate. It has been in the humidor for 4 months. So it's a good length of time. So today we're going to be doing the CAO Session on episode number 47 on Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Stay tuned. Alrighty, back with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Episode number 47. It is 5:30 in the afternoon on February the 1st. And I'll chalk it up as maybe 7 o'clock when we should be finishing. It's a nice 65 degrees outside. It was a slight wind earlier today, but not at this time, not right now. It's nicer in here though. Even though it's 65 degrees, it's still January. So it wasn't that long ago, a couple of weeks ago, it was snowing. Now it's 65 degrees. I think yesterday it was 70 something degrees. So with South Carolina weather, just stick around, it'll change. I already got kind of a theme for the day as we get started on this cigar. And it's sort of like something that's benefited me. Get ready or stay ready. Better yet, stay ready. Try to get prepared. I remember earlier I was talking about finances, and my goal for 2025 was to not kind of be able to save, but by saving consistently, it helped to save or help in a situation that came up. Financially, not necessarily expected, but it helped. So already for 2025, it's starting to kind of come to fruition about, for me, saving and being prepared as best possible. I don't think anybody's going to be 100% prepared for everything, but to try to be prepared in the things that you do as best possible. So on this cigar, I did a V-cut on the CAO Session, and I also put a channel in the head and a channel in the foot, and that should definitely help out. Let's do a pre-draw on this one and see what we can pick up. Well, immediately off the pre-draw, I'm picking up some dark chocolate. Yeah, some dark chocolate. So we shall see. CAO Session, episode number 47, with Cigars on the Front Porch, with your host, Uncle Scotty. Normally I probably would pause, but today I'm going to do something different. I'm going to go ahead and pre-toast the foot. I love this lighter. It's got like a place where a cigar stand at the top, so you can place your cigar on it. awesome. But also, once you click on this little button, pull down on it, it pops it open. Now this is the part that I like. When it pops it open, it causes you to pause for just a few seconds or milliseconds or whatnot. And then when you're able to pause, you're able to light it. And then what I'm going to do is just pre-toast the outside of it. It kind of looks like I got the flame on it, but you don't. I'm just looking for like a little bit of sparkle on it. I don't want to char or sear the bottom of it. You can rotate the cigar or rotate your lighter, whichever you feel comfortable with. And if you can see, I'm just letting the flame do the work. The heat from the flame. Yeah, that's it. The heat from the flame to do it, because you don't want to char it. On torches, you got to be real careful that you don't give it too much, because you'll char it. And then it'll sear, and it'll have a bad taste at the beginning. Of course, I'm going to blow on it to kind of get the embers going. Give it a little bit more. One thing I don't like to do is, I've seen a lot of people do it. I guess it's just your personal preference. Some people will puff on it as they're lighting it. I don't like to do that. Just my preference. One of the reasons why I don't like to do that is that any kind of chemicals from the butane, any kind of charness or bitterness, you're actually heating up the cherry or the foot like rapidly. Unless you're going to use a soft flame, we're going to get into that in another episode, different types of lighters. And you're heating up the foot rapidly, and anything that you put in there rapidly, if you don't char it, or the butane from the lighter, it can give it like a little bit of a bitter taste. And I don't like that. Also too, another thing um, that I try to do is blow out. Once you see it, I'm going to push back through. You should see it turn like a little orange. I like to do that to make sure that my channel in the cigar is working. This one's this one's good as far as the channel goes. It's a good channel. So that's what we want. Starting out good, 3-4 puffs on this one. The aroma on this one is good. No aftertaste on it. The draw on it is pretty good. The time that we chalked up on this one, or that I chalked up on this one, was about an hour and a half or so. Um, is hopefully they have a good kick to it. The burn on this one is starting out okay. I see a little bit of unevenness. I'll touch that up. And the price on this one, most of mine are around $5. I don't have it written down, but I don't think I would have paid more than that. I get them online. In the store, you're going to pay 12, 15 or more dollars. I would say between 12 and 20. Yeah. Three, four puffs on the initial rhythm here. So I'll touch it up, and we'll continue to go with Cigars on the Front Porch. It's a nice day, and I just got the vents down in my lounge in here. Can't see it, but I got about 3 vents down, so it's no need for me to run the exhaust fan. It's nice. Turn the lights on in here. I'm just getting started. It's already relaxing. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty, as we review this CAO Session, episode number 47. Alright, welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Episode number 47, CAO Session. In the first third on this one, and it is a dark kind of cherry chocolate, or like a chocolate cherry. Cherry chocolate. Which one is it? Is it cherry chocolate or chocolate cherry? Like chocolate and cherry a little bit. And I might have to crank up the exhaust fan. I didn't think I would need it, because I got some of the windows down. But I probably might want to crank that thing up, pull out some of the smoke. It's not going out on its own. It's kind of just sitting in the air. I was talking about earlier about preparing. Sometimes I believe that when you prepare, you don't have to tell anybody. Except yourself, of course. And it's the act of preparing or saving. It's not necessarily the amount that you save, but the act of. So like this has turned into a session with a CAO session. A little corny, but it works. On this first third, probably about a good 2 to 4 puffs. 3 sounds about right. Stop, so it doesn't heat up the cherry too much. A little bit of an uneven burn. I'll touch it up. Earth on this one, no. Nuts, no. Cinnamon, no. Hasn't picked up on it yet. Hasn't displayed itself. Hasn't become evident. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. I am probably about halfway through the first third on this CAO session. It's got a good, clear, crisp burn on it. The channel in it helps as well. Good burn. Yeah. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. I am probably about 3/4 of the way finished with the first third on this one. Been at it for about maybe 30 minutes or so. And it's really relaxing. The thing I love about the CAO session is that it's got a clear, crisp burn to it. It's a good channel that's through it, but it burns very well. And by burning very well means that it's not like putting out a whole lot of smoke. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's clear and a crisp burn with a little chocolate kind of cherry. I haven't picked up on where it says it's got some cinnamon in it. I haven't picked up on that. No kind of nutty flavor or anything to it. Earth? No, not really. Not really. I want to say a 1 or 2, but nah, not really. So, for sitting in the humidor for 4 months, it's awesome. Sometimes things take time. Sometimes they have to sit. I don't always know why, but sometimes they do. Real good, real relaxing. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty, CAO Session. Finishing up on the first third of this double Robusto. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and click on the notification link for the channel. Tell your friends, get them to do it. Tell your family members, get them to do it. Give me some good comments back. I've been getting some good comments, some positive, constructive feedback. So let me hear some things in your comment section. Oh, to give a follow-up, in December 2024, in one of the episodes, I talked about possibly getting an upgrade to the tent / this 8x8 cigar lounge I got set up for inclement weather, not the ideal environment to be outside due to wind or the weather or what have you. And the shed, I almost got it, but I didn't. I didn't get the shed because I wasn't able to place it in the yard where I wanted to place it at. There's an area that's off to my right, that's right outside the side door. That's a good area. They could have got it in there when they delivered it, but that's the wettest area closest to the house. It's a hill, it's a lot of drainage. I would have had to put it on some kind of platform or elevation or something off the ground completely, and that just wasn't feasible. Plus it's right there at the end of the driveway. I didn't really want it there. Secondary location was to try to put it on the deck. It's not gonna work. They'd have to bring it around. I'd have to kind of clear everything off the deck, which would have been okay. Third location to my left, there's an area beside my air conditioning heating unit. It's okay. It would have been a compromise, but my neighbor's house is like a little bit over 10 yards away. 10, 15 yards away. If I'm sitting out there listening to music or got friends or got company, that's right at my neighbor's bedroom window. I wouldn't want to do that. So far, medium body, good burn, very relaxing, consistent. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty, episode number 47. Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch. This is your host, Uncle Scotty, episode number 47, CAO Session. We finished the first third, working on the second third so far. Clear, crisp burn, kind of cherry, chocolate cherry. No cinnamon, and very little to none. It's not earth. As far as the aroma, it's relaxing. No aftertaste on it. I did do a blowback through it to purge it, and they did a retro, and the retro's pretty decent. It's decent. So it's a good burning cigar. A good burning cigar. Been at it for about over 45 minutes now, and we're in the second third. Yeah, second third. It's a good cigar. Stay tuned. Cigars on the Front Porch, episode number 47, with your host, Uncle Scotty. Also, interact with me. Send me some comments back. Tell me what you're thinking. Alright, welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. I'm in the second third of the CAO Session, episode number 47. It's doing pretty good. It's got a good burn to it. Nice and clear. Not a multitude of flavors to it. It's doing good. Been at it now for about an hour. I'm going to take off this band. Yeah. Kind of a cherry chocolate. Yeah. It's a good cigar. Stay tuned with Cigars on the Front Porch, episode number 47, with your host, Uncle Scotty. Make sure that you like, subscribe, click on the notification link for the channel. Let's get this word out. It's a good cigar. It's crispy. Crispy, popping. Yeah. And then what the kids say, popping. For those that don't like it, they're my ops. I joke with my son about that. Like I say, Dad, don't do that. You're not here. I like, alright. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. We're doing the CAO Session, episode number 47. Finally, cinnamon. It kicked in. So, in the first part, we had a little chocolate, cherry. Now, in this second part, second third, some cinnamon. So, this transition. We have a session with this session cigar. It's medium body. It's not full body. Good, even, clean, crisp burn. And it's changing flavors on them. So, it's good. Just want to give that little insight. Sometimes when you're out here trying to do things to prepare financially, things will change on you. Sometimes for the better. Sometimes for the better. CAO Session episode number 47, Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. We are in the middle of this second third. I want to run something by you. Get your input back in the comment section. I have a humidor. 1, 2. I have my electric and my box humidor. I went through them today and I think it was like 149 minus this one. I mix it 148 if I'm not mistaken. And it took me a while to go through them. I do it once a month. I'll take them out, do a count, make sure I got an accurate count, accurate number, accurate row, and check for any kind of breakages in the wrapper. I always leave mine. I think it's a good idea. Something I've transitioned into doing, make it a kind of a staple. Leave the cigar in the cellophane. It's there to protect it. I've taken some out of the cellophane, and the wrappers can get a little damaged. Start to unravel a little bit, like when your humidity or handle them or moving them around. Notice they keep a little bit more togetherness when it stays in the cellophane. You can always take it out just before you light up a cigar. Just wanted to pass that little bit along. Stay tuned with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Make sure you like, subscribe, and click on the notification link for the channel. Episode number 47, CAO Session. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. I am finishing up on the second third, starting into the final third. Second third had a little bit of cinnamon in it, and the first third was kind of a chocolate cherry. So chocolate, cherry, a little bit of cinnamon, medium body cigar, good clear burn to it. It's a good cigar. I would give this one away. Um, wouldn't necessarily stop my humidor with them, but they'll be good cigars to carry as a backup. Like you've had one, you want to start on the second one, or you got somebody you met, you want to give them a cigar, or trade with them, or however you want to do that. The Session would be a good cigar. Yeah, yeah, it's a good cigar. I'm gonna call it on this one. I am an hour and 20 minutes, about 20 minutes into this one, almost an hour and a half. Easily could get 30 more minutes, 45 more minutes out of this one. There's no need. Haven't gotten to the final third yet, but I'm gonna call it on this one. It's a good cigar. It's a good cigar. You get a passing grade. It's unique. It's got a good, clear, crisp flavor to it. Stands out. So I want to thank you for joining me for episode number 47, CAO Session. Double Robusto 5x2x54. Yeah, it's a good cigar. As I always say, remember you're special, you're unique, you're made for a purpose. A little corny, I'm gonna say it, but you are a special session. Yes, you are. You're special. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you like, subscribe, click on the notification link. Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty, episode number 47. Thank you.